Welcome to Still Stella, living life sarcastically. Hi, y'all. Welcome to Still Stella, living life sarcastically. Happy New Year, y'all. Today we're going to talk about morning routines and crazy pet stories. I'm not a morning person at all. Probably because I never sleep at all. I spend the night tossing and turning like a pig being roasted on a spit. My mind races and I go over everything I've ever said to anyone over the past 30 years. My mind is busy trying to determine if what I said was appropriate or if I hurt someone's feelings. I analyze these conversations to figure out if I said the right thing or not. My brain also decides this is the best time to contemplate all kinds of problems or questions in the world. Like, how would you perform CPR on a giraffe if you really needed to? There are highlight reels of embarrassing moments since kindergarten, and a song stuck in my head on repeat playing in my head. Are you kidding me? Between that and the fluctuation between cool and extreme hot flashes, it's hard to ever go completely to sleep. I flip and flop around like a fish out of water, putting covers on and then throwing them off. Rotating from one side to the other once something starts to hurt, or worse, goes numb. There are days when I find myself at 4 or 5 in the morning, still trying to fall asleep. You know how that works. You keep looking at the clock, saying, if I fall asleep right now, I could get 4 hours of sleep. Wait, I think I need to pee again. Ugh. And my throat's dry. I need more water. Okay, now it's time to sleep. Right now. Just close your eyes and we can get 3 hours of sleep. I wish. Might as well start thinking about what needs to be done in the morning to start planning my day, because sleep is not happening anytime soon. Every morning I get up, turn off the alarm, and head to the kitchen. Wait, who am I kidding? We all know the first stop's the bathroom. Then I head to the kitchen. Coffee time. I head into the kitchen for the yummy cup of life. Coffee. Can't wait to taste it. Nope, not yet. First thing I have to do every morning is feed the fur babies. They are all beelining to their bowls, jumping up and down, following me, and are running under me. I'm just doing my best not to fall over them. The whole time they're saying, don't forget us. So I feed them first, and then I make my coffee. I have to separate the pups while they're feeding so they don't harass each other or steal each other's food. The funniest part is some days the tiny one will take pieces of food in his mouth to the living room and drop them on his bed. He then sits there like a guard dog on high alert, waiting for the other dogs to get done and come around him. Like a gremlin, he loses it if they even get close to him at all. The funny thing is, Girly is just excited, running around the room, and can care less what he's up to. This doesn't stop him from growling at her with his vicious chihuahua growl. He'll continue doing this, one bite of food at a time. It is so annoying because the barking and growling ensues like they are arguing and gonna kill each other. I just want to finish making my coffee in peace. I'm not ready to deal with all this drama. They continue bitching at each other until all the food is gone. Thankfully, it only happens every few days or so. If it happened every day, it'd be just way too much to deal with. Finally, I'm happy to have them calm down, and I take a big swig of my coffee, only to realize I forgot to put the most important part in: the maple bourbon pecan syrup and a dash of cinnamon. Talk about disappointment tasting that first sip without it. Thank you, pups, for distracting me before I finish making my coffee. Yeah, I know it's silly, but I look forward to that yummy, Christmas-like warm brew. Don't these fur babies realize I can forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it? I don't really need their help to screw these things up. I forget all kinds of things just fine all by myself. Isn't it funny how our taste buds change over the years? Apparently, taste buds shrink and decrease with age. This sure explains a hell of a lot. Honestly, there was a time frame where my coffee had to have cream and tons of sugar in it. Then there was the phase of almond milk or oat milk, which came along, with getting older and a more easily irritated stomach. Nowadays, I must have coffee with skinny syrup and cinnamon and no cream at all. It just starts the day out right. There are foods and drinks I remember I would not even come near as a kid or even a young adult. Now they've become regular items on the menu these days. Of course, these days I get heartburn just from looking at foods. I mean, almost every single food. It makes it hard to enjoy some things you love, but it's worth it, sometimes, just to suffer through the heartburn just a bit after you had something yummy that you truly enjoy. Unfortunately, if you're like me, it's not a little bit, because of course, if I'm going to get heartburn anyway, I'm going to go all the way and eat a bunch of bad things. No sense wasting it on just one little bite or two. Let's eat a whole bowl and earn that heartburn completely. Yeah, I'm definitely not a morning person. Not a little bit. Not at all. I'm cranky and probably even a little scary first thing in the morning. Hubby avoids me like the plague until I've had my coffee. And sometimes he avoids me even way after my first cup, just to protect himself. This is probably the safest thing he can do to save himself. And for the record, hubby's morning routine is quite different than mine. He gets up, gets coffee for himself, and then sits down to relax. Maybe he's just sitting still contemplating life, or more likely just scrolling away on his phone. Really? How about feeding the dogs? Nope, he didn't do it. I guess they know who their bitch is. Unfortunately, it's me. As I stand there bewildered as to why he doesn't feed them first, I think, just count to 10. Oh, but then I remind myself not to count to 10 because that will make it premeditated. I wonder how I could get the dogs to train him instead. They're really good at it, and after all, I'm nothing more than their human put here on earth to spoil them rotten. Seriously, how can you trust morning people? You know what I'm talking about. They're happy first thing in the morning, ready to chat and ask you all kinds of questions. I cannot deal with this. They are always like, "Good morning." And I'm like, "Good what?" Nope. But you are right, it is morning. In all fairness, it's hard to be a morning person when you hardly sleep at night. Maybe if I got a good night's sleep like them, I could be a morning person too. Nah, there's no way I could be that pleasant. It's just not in my character, but bless their heart just the same. So I used to think the worst sound in the middle of the night was the sound of one of the pups throwing up. It's still pretty scary, and it makes you jump right out of bed like someone lit a firecracker under you. I've discovered a close second now that will drive you absolutely crazy. Girly has those heavy-duty chew bones. Of course, because she destroys all traditional dog toys, and quite frankly, just about anything she can get into her mouth. She will work on these chew bones with the tenacity of a fearless fighting honey badger. She destroys these things in no time at all. Just to be clear, it is like chewing up a damn tree limb. That sound in the middle of the night can be quite annoying. And if you take it from her, she'll stare you down with that persistent look as if to say, "Give it back or you are next." But with a cute face, of course. Thank goodness she's not a honey badger, because I would probably not still be here. The other day, I was sitting on the couch with her, trying to watch a movie, and I took one of those chew bones from her because it was just so loud. I just needed a break and a little peace and quiet. She literally slid to the other end of the couch when I tried to pet her and stared at me like, "You must be kidding me, right?" She was giving me a nasty look, and when I reached over to pet her again, she scooted all the way to the other end of the couch. I have to assume that is what it is like to be on her dead to me list. You know, if they actually have such a list like we do. That is, of course, until dinner time, when she needs me to feed her. Then all bets are off, and I'm back off the list. Our backyard is currently littered with baby corpses. The white cloud stuffing looks like snow scattered everywhere. For those of you that just slightly panicked by the phrase baby corpses, we're twisted here, but not quite that twisted. The stuffed dog toys are called babies around here in this house. Girly has taken every baby in the house out to the backyard and methodically destroyed them. She dismantles them, pulling out all the stuffing and squeakers, then tearing away at the outer fabric. We have cameras all around the house and the yard. I'm constantly catching her on the camera, getting into something, digging, or shredding something else. There has been more than one occasion when I check in on the cameras while we're gone, and I'm just in time to catch her destroying something else. I use the speaker on the camera to tell her to stop, and she stops briefly, looks up at the camera, and looks away, going back to her destructive mood, as if to say, "What are you gonna do about it?" She's extremely smart and is definitely not afraid of me when she knows I'm not really close by. She continues exterminating all these babies, glancing up at that camera as if to say, "Maybe you should be here if you want to stop me for real." Don't get me wrong. I love these babies so much and would do anything for them. They just drive me a little crazy some days. I'll keep getting up and feeding them first, cuddling with them, and chasing them around to see what's in their mouths, much like human children. It's so funny how our pets have such personality and character. They're all different, just like us, and are such individuals. Ever notice how they watch with judgment when you eat a snack and don't share it? Like they're saying, "Hey, you don't really need that, so you should share it with me instead." Then you sit there trying to enjoy a snack without making eye contact with them. You can feel them staring at you, almost boring a hole through the side of your head as they're just trying to get your attention. They're trying to telepathically make you drop something for them to steal. So how are you doing recovering from the holidays? Are you getting back to your routine? For me, recovery mode is in progress. I am just trying to catch up on everything that did not get done during the holidays. The list is long, and now I have no excuse not to get these things done anymore. Procrastination mode has been paused temporarily so I can clear the list. I hope you're all recovering as well. I think it might take a few weeks to completely recover, and maybe a few paychecks as well. But we survived, and that is the most important part to remember. I know I'm exhausted, but I'm slowly getting there. My body feels like I'm a sloth that just got through running a damn marathon. Don't worry, it's not a hangover. It's just the holiday spirit escaping from my body. I really appreciate all of you that are doing Dry January as your resolution. I think it is such a smart idea to regroup after all the parties from the holidays. Although, I will admit, I'll be here drinking a toast to you and your strength of resolution. You are definitely a good role model, and I look up to you. Hope you continue to carry these resolutions through the end of January. I gave up on my resolutions the minute I lost the piece of paper I wrote them on, which we all know was probably within minutes after writing them down. If I could remember what I did with it, I'd be working hard on those resolutions as well. Thank goodness I can't remember what I did with it. Happy accident. Happy New Year to you all, and thank you for listening. Please take a moment to follow or subscribe so you're notified when the next episode is available. New episodes are available every Thursday. Let's have fun together, and please share this chaos with all your friends. Thank you for listening to Still Stella, Living Life Sarcastically.